Get deep, going deep, Chad and JT.
Well, let's freaking syrup my ass and slap it silly. Because what up, Stokers of Stoke Nation? This is Chad Kroger coming in with the Going Deep with Chad and JT podcast. I'm here with my compadre, Jean Thomas. What up?
Boom clap, Stokers.
And we're here with the freaking legends, Will and Liam from Friday Beers. Do you go by Angus or Will mostly?
Will's good. Yeah,
Will's good.
Great.
Liam Cullagh.
Yeah.
What up?
Yeah. Thank you guys for having us.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Those
Very
aren't stage
excited to be
names
here.
at all?
No stage names. Just the name I was given. My Christian name. I'm honoring God with every step of my life. So
Beautiful.
My Christian name is Malachi. That's my confirmation name.
is it actually?
Wow.
Patron saint of shenanigans?
Get out. There's a patron saint of
Yeah.
shenanigans?
So technically, my name is Liam Michael Malachi Cullagh.
Wow.
In the eyes of God.
Do you remember any of the things that Malachi got up to?
No, I only picked it because I just watched Children of the Corn, and Malachi kind of looks like me from that movie. He's like a really just off-looking ginger guy. So I chose Malachi.
You can't really pants a friar. You have to pull up the tunic.
Yeah,
Dude, you should, if you get really into acting, you should become Malachi Pfeiffer.
that would be sick.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a good name.
Dude.
As like somewhat of an homage to Mackay Pfeiffer.
Yeah. If you're like a fucking
Beast.
if you're hosting a rap battle. I don't know. I just wanted to say Malachi Pfeiffer, that's all.
If I really get into acting, my middle name's Holgate.
Uh-huh.
So I'm going to go William Holgate Angus, one of those pretentious names.
Yeah.
that
Where
third
You know what I'm
name.
talking about?
Where does Holgate come from?
No idea. I really don't know. My older brother and older sister have unique middle names, but me and my younger sister share a middle name. So I don't know. My parents just got lazy and they gave up.
My brother's middle name's Hampton. That feels like adjacent to Holgate.
Yeah, they're close. I don't even know. Hampton, though, I feel like you could track the lineage. Holgate feels like made up.
To where my brother was made.
There you go.
A Hampton Inn.
La Quinta. La Quinta.
Yeah. Hampton Inn.
Well, La Quinta. I could see Holgate in like The Crown.
Yeah.
Holgate Manor.
Officer Holgate.
Officer Lord Holgate, your grace.
You are under attack for the mistakes you have made.
Your name's John Thomas.
John Tom, but my parents, so my mom's Colombian, so they treated both names like one name. So they called me John Thomas growing up, and they said my first name was John Thomas and that I didn't have a middle name. But on my birth certificate it says my middle name's Thomas. And they got really disappointed when people started calling me John, and that's why people started calling me JT, because my parents were okay with that.
That's my grandfather's name, John Thomas.
Really?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Well, he's dead. But
And I did I lived in Costa Rica for a little bit, and I lived with British guys, and they said that in England they call their penises their John Thomas.
really?
Oh, wow.
I had no idea.
That's awesome.
And I was 19, and they're like, yeah, we call our dicks our John Thomas. And I was like, that's sick. I was like, I'm on all of your bodies.
People used to call me Wangus in high school or in middle school, Will Angus. And I thought it was the coolest nickname ever. And then one kid transferred to our school and he found out my nickname and he told me, like, dude, you know what a wang is? And I was like, no. And he's like, it means dick. And that like turned my world upside down. And just like on like flip of a switch, people would call me Wangus and I'd be like, don't call me that.
Wow.
It's over. People would have no idea that I was going through something. I'd be like, it's Will now.
Wow.
Yeah,
No more.
It's tough with names, man, because you can't control it.
Yeah.
It's like how we try to force people to be more polite, but the world's like, we want to be rude.
Do you guys remember in middle school? Like, I remember in middle school when I'd hear people were talking shit about you. I remember I was talking to my buddy Peter, and he's like, Ariel was talking shit. And I was like, really? Fuck.
That was devastating.
Yeah.
Especially if or sometimes someone would throw it in your face. They'd be like,
Yeah.
you're annoying that way. That's what Greg said. And then, and then you just sink into yourself.
Dude, when you, like a whole clique of girls, they're like, they were talking shit about you. And you're like, fuck, I thought I had a chance.
Well, because then you go, there's no way it was just Greg.
Yeah.
Greg is just the first I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Getting hit with the nobody likes you in an argument in middle school, that was devastating at a certain point.
But it's not
Game
nobody
over.
likes you. It's that's why nobody likes you.
Yeah.
You lead with the that's why. Game over.
Yeah.
Damn.
Especially if it was you being nice.
Yeah.
when I was in middle school, that was early stages of cyberbullying. So you really, Gmail buzz, little chat room for the whole grade. You really got to know where you stood.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I got naked at a high school party and got drunk. And I guess these douches took photos of me and posted them on MySpace. And people were like, hey, have you seen the MySpace of you like naked at that party? I go, nope, and I'm never going to look at it. And I never, ever looked at it. So in my head, it didn't exist.
Dude, you know what I've been thinking about nonstop is that, have you seen that video of the guy jumping into the Bass Pro fish tank naked?
No.
And his penis is so small. It went viral because his dick is so small.
Yeah.
We can bring up clips now.
Oh, dude.
Oh.
Yeah.
You're going to love
Jake,
this.
pull up small dick at Bass Pro Shop.
This is,
Oh, it's already been searched.
This is it.
Wow.
Oh, he's got a
dude.
real little dick.
Dude,
Poor
what-
fella.
It looks like he's got a pussy. That looks like a pussy. I'm getting horny. I want to bang that guy.
That's what everyone's been saying. They've been saying
That
it.
big garrulous smile and that nice puss.
Wow.
He says, all right, you can come and get me now, like Kevin McAllister in Home Alone. Just
He knows he's going down. Whatever jail that guy went to, he's king.
Do you know what's so funny is I saw another picture when they arrested him. They didn't even throw like a robe or a blanket on him. He's just fully naked.
Nice, dude.
Someone said this is what Greek statues would look like with an American diet.
Damn, that's crazy.
Have you seen the Bass Pro in Memphis? Oh my God!
Is that the
If we
temple
could-
one?
Whoa,
Yeah.
look at that.
Whoa.
Dude,
Yeah, that's
got a
the one- that's the
fupa.
picture.
But look at how proud, look at how confident he is. That's a
Wow.
man.
Yeah.
That's how
Yeah.
you own your body.
Yeah,
Dude, I can't tell if that's his
He's got
wang or a
nice
nut.
tits too.
he does.
Yeah.
Dude, I
There's
think
so many different
great
ways to
curves.
fuck this guy.
Yeah, it looks like either that's his wang or just a nut. Maybe his wang is sucked into his belly.
Also, yeah, it doesn't help the cold.
Yeah.
He's got that extra multiplier on there.
that guy pees on his balls every single time he takes a piss.
Yeah,
Gotta
he
respect
sprays
that.
every time. He's
Yeah.
got 40 dick holes.
Dude, can I tell you guys something? So I had this embarrassing thing happen. I'm so addicted to my phone, just always looking at it. I was at the gym. This is holiday season. I was at the gym, headphones in, noise canceling. And I was just taking a piss watching, just looking at Twitter or something. And I was just pissing, just looking at my phone, watching like a video. And then I like pull my shorts up and I turn around. There's like a sink of guys. They're all just staring at me. I'm like, what are you guys staring at? And then I look, and there's just piss all over my shorts. And I look, and there's piss all over the floor next to the urinal. So not only did I piss all over my shorts, but I guess I was pissing on the floor. And then all these guys were just watching me, and I had my headphones in, just pissing on the floor, just looking at my phone. I was like, oh fuck, I have to do something about this.
Was it
Yeah.
just to be badass?
Yeah, I wanted to make a. It's Equinox. You have to let yourself be known.
You gotta
A lot of
dominate.
Sony's right there, so there's a lot of directors. And
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm trying to get a part as that guy pees himself.
Power play, marking your territory in there.
Yeah, you got to Equinox.
I've been there though. I've been taking a piss and didn't know I was having a 2-stream piss. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And so I'm just focused on the top one, and then I look down again. Same thing. I just fully pissed myself. This happened before a show once where I went to the bathroom, and I don't know what was going on, but I peed, and then just pulled my pants back up, and for whatever reason took a step, and I just more piss came out of my penis, and I was like, oh, okay, that's. I look down. There's a little spot. I'm like, I'm fine. Walk over to the mirror. Look in the mirror. It had gone, and I'm up, and I took a piss right before I was going on.
Oh, dude.
And so I'm just covered in piss, and I just had to go on stage and fess up.
Yeah, your hose got bunched up.
Yeah, it was not good.
You told the audience?
I was like, this is piss. This is not. I was like, you guys should know it's going to be hard for me to get into my material because this is piss. And this just happened. And I'm
If
wet
I was
right
in the
now.
audience, that would have connected me to you. I would have been like, hey, this guy's a straight shooter.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's hard for me to try to.
You're like, this is someone else's piss.
Here's the thing: I had 2 streams because I just busted a fat nut.
I have to jerk off before sets. So
I've stopped jaying off on days I'm performing.
really,
Yeah, because it diffuses my performance power. I think the boxing thing is true. Like it weakens you in the knees.
What's the boxing thing?
Fighters like don't bust like week of the fight
Oh wow.
because they say it weakens their knees, but then they've done like sports science on it and they're like, no, it doesn't. But I do think there's something like your focus is just weaned a bit by it.
It does deplete you, especially when you are aware of it. Then it really depletes you. I think.
And I'm not anti-fap. I'm very pro fappy fap all day.
I think being depleted sometimes is what I need before I go on stage.
Right.
So sometimes I get a little bit too amped, a little bit too of the. I'm a bit of a jitterbug.
You're a loaded gun up
Yeah.
there.
So if I'm in the hotel before,
It'd be funny if you went up and you're like, "This is nut."
this is not. I'm proud of this, dude. Do you see the volume of this?
Look at
Sorry,
the
this is
stain. That's all. Nut.
This isn't even done like finding its way. Like this river is still expanding. It's like emptying a above ground pool in my pants. It's still going.
That's
I
so
think-
Go.
I agree with that though. Like I think it does something to you. It feels like there's this like rainy cloud following you around all day. I don't know what it is, but it just you get a flash of like, oh, I'm just that monkey brain came out and overpowered my my civilized self.
Yeah. It's also like, what did I bust to probably has an impact on it. Like if it's, if I'm watching cuck stuff, that's going to be a little heavier throughout the day.
Yeah.
Whereas if I just masturbate to nice thoughts in my head of, a couple having sex with each other and it's slow and romantic, I might feel better
Yeah.
afterwards. Did you guys watch the Golden Globes?
No, I didn't.
Missed it.
I was very glad though. I saw that Carpool Karaoke lost finally. Someone
Had they
took
been
down the
winning?
champ. I think
Oh.
so, right?
I don't know.
They were the I think I think You Should Leave is what beat them.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Oh,
Which is like
really?
a huge win for
That's awesome.
art over art.
Let's see.
There's-
Oh, go ahead.
A lot of photos too of just dudes with Golden Globes at In-N-Out Burger with their Golden Globes, like Paul Giamatti and Weird Al.
They're just regular guys. at the
Well,
end
they're
of the
just
day.
guys.
Yeah.
That's just dude shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of those on
Yeah,
X, though.
Giamat's, he plays regular guys, but I think his dad was like the president of Like, I'm not trying to cast aspersions on nepotism or whatnot. I believe in it. I think it's a good thing, but Giamat's comes from premier blood.
Yeah.
I mean, that last name, that makes sense. Giamatti.
Giamatti.
That's a strong bloodline.
Yeah.
Him and Big
Giamatti.
Fat Liar. Oscar worthy performance.
Yeah, he's blue for a
Yeah.
chunk of it.
Yeah.
That's not easy. It's a lot of your day in the chair.
Yeah, I want to go see that new movie, Holdovers.
Dude, I'm 30 minutes in. It's awesome.
Have you seen it? It's about kids at boarding school. I bet you'd relate
really?
to it a little
I
bit.
should see that. Yeah.
It's about kid who can't go home for Christmas.
Oh.
So he stays with Paul Giamatti, who's the principal or the teacher.
Oh yeah.
Jesus, he's looking in two different directions.
Yeah, that does look like my school.
Apparently, it's amazing. So I'm
How
very
good at
excited to
acting
see
you're
it.
gonna be.
Interesting.
The dialogue is like it feels real. Sometimes when people write like teenagers talking to each other and you're like, what the hell's going on here? In this one, when they're like talking shit to each other, you're like, it brings you home. You're like, oh man, you're like back in high school.
That's cool. Yeah. I will say it's one of the worst trailers I've ever seen. Like I thought this was going to be terrible, but the reviews are amazing.
I didn't see the trailer. Was it just like too cheesy or something?
Yeah, it looks like almost like a Disney Channel original movie, a DCOM, if you will.
Have you watched The Maestro or El Maestro, whatever it's called, yet?
We talked about it last week. I started it. I've been starting and not finishing a lot of things. I don't have much patience. I didn't like it that much.
Yeah. I was comparing it to Oppenheimer, where you just couldn't help but laugh during Oppenheimer because they just kept reminding the audience that like he was getting so much pussy. Every time it got serious, they'd be like, he was fucking someone. Same thing with Maestro.
Yeah.
Where like you get in this really emotional thing and then it's just him banging a young guy at a nightclub. I'm like, whoa. This is-
really?
I love that because that's an old Hollywood thing too. Like you watch old Humphrey Bogart movies and he'll just like go into a shoe store and it's just a hot chick working there and she's like, hey, before you solve the case, how about I blow you? And he's like, sorry, gal, I'm in a hurry. You're like, and part of you's like, this is ridiculous, but a deeper part of you's like, sick. Chicks just get it when you're cool.
Yeah.
It did feel like he was trying to be too. Did you guys hear about Joe Coy's hosting?
What happened? Was it?
I heard about it. I don't have the heart to watch it. I don't want to
I
watch
watched
it.
the first joke and I bailed. I'm like, I can't do it.
I guess it didn't go well and he kind of blamed the writers a little bit.
I saw that thing where he was like, I didn't write that one or something. I was like,
Yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna do that on stage in my own shows and be like, fucking interns.
This isn't my piss.
Yeah, this is not my piss.
He also brought up like Guys, I only had like 10 days to write this. Come on. I was like,
10 days is a long amount of time to only do one writing thing for 20 minutes. But
Dude.
There's like clips of like Taylor Swift and like there's one shot of Selena, like he does a joke and it doesn't work and Selena Gomez just goes like this.
no.
And it's so damning.
Well, the New York Post, if you follow them on Instagram, when something like this happens, they love to go after him hard. They'll be like, every Instagram post will be like, Joe Coy bombs. Taylor Swift hated this joke.
I saw the Taylor Swift's reaction where lack of a reaction, I guess.
Yeah.
let's see, I haven't seen it.
Should we put on headphones for this?
Oh, yeah, we should. Good call.
We have these new components now in the pod. We can watch clips. We can take calls. It's very exciting.
It's
Jake
insane.
is crushing it.
Big difference between the Golden Globes and the NFL. On the Golden Globes, we have fewer camera shots of Taylor Swift. I swear. There's just more to go to.
Damn, dude.
Man, there's nothing more infuriating than when you want to just get the raw footage and there's someone that's cut themselves into it, or it's like a Watch Mojo, someone narrating, and there's like neat graphics.
I was thinking about this
pisses
morning
me off.
at the gym. Like, if hosting that, I'm not good at roasting. I think I would just compliment everyone. I'd be like, Kevin Costner, you're so hot. You know, sorry about the divorce, but I heard you and Jewel are boning, so props on that. Taylor Swift, you're America's sweetheart. Timothy Chalamet.
Props on the boning to all of them.
Yeah, props on the big guys. You guys all bone a lot. I can feel it.
It probably just feels better when you come versus when I come, honestly. Because like I don't know. I'm guessing. We can talk later about it.
Selena Gomez looking hot. Timothy Chalamet, I'd probably bone you too. Like,
I think Andy Samberg kind of did that
With on the roast, yeah.
was it Bob Saget's roast?
I
or-
forget.
Bieber?
But
I think it was Bieber.
I don't remember.
yeah.
Norm did it at Saget's and then Sandberg did it at the Bieber one, I think.
That's what it was. Yeah.
It's like Aziz is from South Carolina and his parents are whatever. What's it like to have a unique perspective on what it means to be an American, you bag of shit?
Yeah, it's just great.
Roasting so hard right now.
Yeah, that's funny.
You guys ever seen the Situations roast of Donald Trump
No.
Oh,
from Jersey Shore?
So bad.
No.
Oh, it's great. I mean, like Jeff Ross has to get on stage and like tell him, oh, "Come on, guys, he's trying. It's the saddest. It's very uncomfortable. Just watching him just go 0 for 10 is really, really sad.
It's not funny. It's just brutal.
No, but everyone's laughing because at a certain point it's so bad that it's funny.
Yeah.
So it's like it's like completely pendulums the other way.
Yeah.
And he's drowning during it.
Drowning.
He's losing composure as he's bombing. he's not like whatever. Oh, no, it fully is affecting him.
Yeah, there's one part where he's like talking to Donald Trump and his roast is like yeah, I was fucking a model on a big pile of cash this morning.
Legit.
And there's no like setup or punchline. And no one knows that's where they're supposed to laugh.
Wait, who Donald said that or Situations?
He said that to Donald Trump. It was Situations roast of Donald Trump. Honestly, it might be worth it just to watch the end of it.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Let's do it.
But I know you're a funny dude as well. Because the other night I told one of your super funny jokes to a supermodel, and she was laughing while I was banging her brains out with the pile of money on the floor of my motherfucking mansion.
All right. Yep. That was the one. It's like the most disconnected I've ever seen someone from reality.
Yeah.
And you can tell that the writers, he probably had writers like helping him with jokes, and he was like, "Nah, that's just not my style. That's not my brand. I got it."
I bang chicks, bro. I gotta give them credit. They've remained relevant. Like through when was Jersey Shore? Like 2010.
Yeah, that sounds right.
They're still like the Situation, Pauly D, Snooki. They're still kicking.
Pauly D's killing.
Me and my girlfriend watched like the new season or relatively new one. It might be from a couple years ago. But like they've all grown up a lot. Like they're all like smart, except for Ronnie.
I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's he doing? You don't hear about him.
He's a disaster.
Yeah.
Like he's like
really?
still like drunk and partying and like in crazy relationships. So it's them like trying to kind of get him together. He's kind of the thrust of the drama now.
Yeah, it seems like he like It feels like he has CTE. Genuinely, he would
Never played a sport.
Yeah, it's like
From beach volleyball at Bayhead Beach in Jersey.
Yeah.
no, it feels like he has CTE from just like smashing his head through like tables in the first season of Jersey Shore.
The doctor was like, "Hey, when you're mad, you got to stop throwing your head into things." He's like, "Doc, don't tell me that." Doc, come on, there's got to be another way.
I'm gonna get a second opinion. No offense, Doc.
What the hell do you know?
Yeah, it's pretty sad.
Dude, I do remember the first season of Jersey Shore, which was one of the greatest seasons of television ever, because all the language, the people, and then the violence. Like Snooki, that crazy dude at the bar, like they ended up cutting it out. It's not in like aired versions anymore.
But you can
the
find it.
dude just cracks her. And then Ronnie gets so upset afterwards. They're all just like up in their testosterone. And you don't see it, but Ronnie just runs up, hits a dude, and then he's bouncing away, and he goes, "That's one shot, kid." And they show the guy dead on the floor. Like, Ronnie killed a guy.
The best,
I was like, dude, this is good, dude.
It's the best TV ever.
It's the best TV.
the funniest thing is the guy hits Snooki, gets arrested and taken to jail, and then the guys of Jersey Shore start walking around the boardwalk looking for him. They're like, "Where is he at?" I'm like, "You guys know where he is." Like, you saw him get arrested, and they're just steamed walking around. Like,
That's like a tough city. I have a friend from Boston who said after the bombing, he was at a bar and he heard a bunch of guys being like, "We're gonna find this guy." They started doing like lists of weirdos they know. They're like, "Do you think it's Tommy down at the donut place?"
Yeah, that's hilarious.
You guys remember when Reddit got a guy killed because of that bombing, the Boston Marathon bombing? That's what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, they went on a witch hunt and they like got the wrong guy,
Yeah.
and he like they found him dead in a lake somewhere.
They beat the shit out of him?
I don't.
Killed
No
him?
one knows who killed him, but like
Wow.
it blew up on Reddit, and then everyone found him, and then he died.
I think it's like Mystic Rivers about that. Son of
Yeah.
Sam is about that.
You seen The Hunt with
With
dude?
the Vitterberg movie, or I'm missing his name, but Mads Mikkelsen.
Mads Mikkelsen. Oh, dude, that movie's fucking amazing.
Dude, me and my boys were stoned like on a Wednesday, and we're like, "Hey, should we go see The Hunt?" We didn't look up the synopsis. We just saw the consensus on Rotten Tomatoes. It goes, "The Hunt asks difficult questions and has the courage to answer them," and we're like, "We're seeing that."
That is the least. Wow, that is not a good description, dude.
But yeah, I guess should we say the synopsis? It's about a dude who gets accused of molestation in like a small like
Yeah.
Norwegian town, and it's just about everyone turning on him. And Mads Mikkelsen's like perfect as
Yeah.
like the conflicted. It's really good.
dude, it's like some of the best acting I've ever seen.
Strider does the best impression of Mads' best friend, but with the really deep voice, was like, "Oh, Gunther." I got to get him to do it, but it's so funny.
That's
You know?
sick.
That guy's a good director, right? He did like a Celebration and stuff.
Is he the same guy that did?
wait, who's the director?
This Thomas Vinterberg, I think is his name.
Oh, he did Untouchables.
Yeah, Thomas Vinterberg.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's really good. He's like a Dogma 99 guy. He rips.
Did he do One More Round? Is that the same guy?
Yeah.
Or Another Round? Yeah, he did Another Round. That's a great one too.
We did a Metallica music video.
And Far From the Madding, I fucking love that movie.
awesome.
That's a resume.
Dude, yeah.
Yeah, this guy's living the life,
sick.
man.
Did a Blur music video?
I watched a Metallica music video last night. You remember the music video One?
Is that the devil one?
No, it's the one where they cut in footage from Johnny Got His Gun. It's the yeah, never mind.
Should we watch
Whole
it?
thing. It's like 12 minutes long. You know how Metallica songs are.
Yeah.
Dude, there's one more roast thing. We don't have to watch it, but have you seen the thing where it's Shaq's roast, and this comic goes up, and Jamie Foxx, I think, ruins his career. I think he,
Oh, I heard about this. Yeah.
I think he soon after quit comedy.
Is he
I think
re-
that guy
told me
quit.
about, you told me about this.
Yeah, I've
right?
watched it. Dude, Michael Irvin was in that video. And he's such a badass. Like, he stabbed his teammate in the neck with scissors
What?
because a rookie cut him in line for a team haircut. And one of the O linemen has a quote that like starts the Cowboys book where they're like, "There's a lot of things you can do in this life, but one of them you can't is stab your teammate in the neck with scissors." And then they bought a house where they would just run girls through and do drugs.
The White House.
And then they had a basketball team that they would play like in fundraiser games for, and that was just an excuse to get on a private jet, do drugs, and sleep with women. And there was another guy who was captain of the basketball team, so Michael Irvin fought him to be captain. Beat him up and took over. Because like, I guess Michael Irvin was like, one of his gifts among many is that he's like really good at coordinating parties. So he would direct the orgies when they were on the private jet, and like his teammates were like, he had a real gift.
Like, yeah.
Physical arrangement.
He was a massive cokehead too. That's why they called it the White House.
Isn't that crazy that there's like athletes who can, because like we focus so much on our health and like it's such a marginal gain, but he could be doing coke all the time and just destroying everybody.
I don't think white guys can do that though.
No,
It always ruins them.
there's a
McCaffrey
family.
kid. McCaffrey's got to work for it, huh?
Yeah,
He's got to work for it.
Yeah, McCaffrey's all about drinking milk at night and stuff.
Yeah, there's like a family that lives in the White House now, because I'm from Dallas. Like this isn't just like a normal neighborhood.
Do you think you could write like a funny ghost movie about the White House? Yeah. But the ghosts are just like hilarious ex-NFL players who are like, where are the whores?
That'd be a good like documentary now, or 30 for 30 style.
Dude, I think documentary now might be the funniest thing I've watched. Like, because I only recently caught up on it, and it kills me. It's so funny.
Have you seen How They Throw Rocks?
No.
From the newest season, it's so funny.
It's one of the best ones they've ever done.
Is that from the Skarsgård season too?
Yeah.
That one, I
is.
saw that one. That one's amazing.
Yeah, that one's awesome.
Who's in the Rocks one?
I don't know.
He's a great actor, but I didn't know who it was. There's some A-list actors in it that I don't know their name.
I think,
They're older guys.
yeah. Was it Nicholas Braun or was he in the Skarsgård one?
Braun was in Skarsgård one.
It's probably my favorite one. You got to watch it.
I gotta check it out. I'll watch it
So
tonight.
funny. How They Threw Rocks. Check it out.
It is so fucking funny.
The cult one with Owen Wilson.
Oh,
So funny.
Owen Wilson has just that get up on. He's just like this.
He looks perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, they spoofed Octopus Teacher in this
they did?
season.
Amazing.
And-
Which one was it?
Dude, it's the guy that just tries to teach a monkey.
Oh, yeah.
And he's just like dumping his money into doing this thing that's just not working. And it's like,
I feel like this is the type of show I would want to write for if I could. You know what I mean? Like, this is like exactly the kind of stuff I want to do.
It's so specific. They don't force it too much with jokes. Like they really let it just be part of the details. It's
Yeah.
I giggle a way that I don't giggle to like anything else when I watch it.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Like stuff that's not funny is funny because they make it feel real.
Yeah.
It's very cool.
have you ever seen the documentary about the Coney Island hot dog eating contest?
No.
It feels like a documentary now episode.
Really?
There's just so many things. Like the carnival barker that runs it and hosts it is just Bill Hader. He's just a Bill Hader character. And then they go to what's his name? Joey Chestnut. And it's like training day. Joey Chestnut. It's him in his apartment like this, but no furniture really. And he's just housing hot dogs, and his best friend is holding a Busch Light, and he's going, "Come on, Joey, come on, man." And then they cut to him. He's like wearing a wife beater. He's like, "Yeah, I've helped him get here," and it's just so fucking funny.
Dude, Chestnut, he took down Kobayashi, right?
Yeah, Kobayashi cries.
Yep.
He has a Posh Spice haircut and cries about how mean Americans were to him because he showed up, and we were like, "This is the villain. This is."
Yeah.
We just did a bunch of propaganda about him.
Well, didn't they love Kobayashi and then they turned on him when we were like, now we have our homegrown guy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then he cried because he felt like we loved him and now we hated him.
But
yeah, he
dude-
felt like how mercurial celebrity culture is.
he really
He's
went through
crying and just keeps being like,
Kobayashi. Well, he was unstoppable, dude. Like Kobayashi was like Mike Tyson dominant, and
Yeah.
then I never thought he would go down.
What's
And Chestnut just came out of nowhere.
what does Chestnut do the rest of the year? Does he have a normal job? Is he in like sales?
He probably doesn't have to work at all. He probably just has sponsorships.
Sponsorships?
Yeah, he's making. Yeah, can we look up Joey Chestnut's net worth?
I bet it's $1.5 million.
I'm gonna say 5.
4 mil?
Four. Wow.
But they don't know.
Yeah, these things.
They don't know. He could be in a. Dude, he's 6'1", 230.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, he's built like a middle linebacker.
Yeah, dude.
Rusty's net worth is listed as like Rusty Featherstone. You guys,
Yeah.
Hilarious.
it's like his net worth is listed as like 3 million.
It's something absurd.
I know for sure that dude is like counting his pennies to make sure he can.
Yeah, it says 1 to 5 right there.
1 to 5 million.
Who is Rusty Fett? That's hilarious.
That's a big
So
spread.
funny.
Should we get into some calls, Jake?
Let's do it.
It feels so intimate with the headphones on.
Yeah. Oh, it's ringing.
Hello?
Yo. This is Chad and JT.
What's up, boys?
What's up, dog?
We're here with Will and Liam from Friday Beers.
What's up, brother?
What's up,
What's
dude?
going on?
Just chilling, man. How are you?
I'm good. I'm a little down on my luck, you know.
Oh.
What happened?
Dude, my profession, bro. Just, like, not what I thought it was going to be, you know?
What's your profession?
Well, I was waiting tables for a while. Now I'm just, like, trying to make balloon animals, and a lot harder than I thought.
Damn.
How did you get into balloon animaling?
Oh, well, you make one balloon animal, and then I guess when you make another one, I guess you're just kind of in balloon animaling. You know, everyone just do one balloon animal. Now you're the balloon animal guy.
It is a slippery slope, yeah.
But are you sincerely trying to do balloon animaling?
For this phone call, I definitely am.
Next call.
For sure.
We get a lot of those.
No, like if it was real, I love it. But
Yeah.
Wait, could I pee real quick? Is that
yeah,
okay?
go baby.
I always do this.
Come back with it on the pan.
While,
Yeah,
he-
dude, go on your pants, make a statement.
while he's doing that, have you guys seen King of Kong?
No.
Yes,
Okay,
amazing doc.
That is like, you got to watch it if you like documentary now. It feels like if documentary now could make a perfect episode, it would be King of Kong.
What's it about?
It's about the record holder of the Donkey Kong original arcade game score versus the up and comer who's the next best thing. Oh, wow, and it is all about these people that have crazy egos and they're so detached from reality, except for the up and comer. He's like a family man that's just doing this for fun. And this guy who's the OG has like a cult beneath him. And I don't want to give too much away, but it's unbelievable. It's the best. I've seen it so many times. It's the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life.
People will always put it like top sports documentaries. They'll put it right at the top.
It should be number one. I can't think of a better documentary at all.
And it's so upsetting too, because like the up and comer is so well intentioned.
Yeah.
And he just gets kind of boned by the dumbest system.
The funniest moment in that whole doc, I don't want to give up too much away, but like when they're watching the record that Billy sends in, and that one guy's like, not even Helen of Troy could take everyone's eyes off your record, Billy. And you know, he's like running around and doing like, it's like he's running to the payphone like he's in The Sopranos to call Tony and like, yep, he's here. Yep, yeah, he has 2 lives left and he's about 2 million away. You might want to get over here.
Wow.
It's insane.
It's probably my favorite documentary of all time.
It hands down it is. I would
That and The
King of
Alpinist.
bet it's better than The Alpinist.
Is the Alpinist the one about the guy who is a climber, but he doesn't want it recorded and stuff like that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Charles Leclerc
That one was good.
is really good.
The ending was a real curveball.
Yeah.
And it made me, you know what I like about the Alpinist? Is that it made me not like Free Solo as much. Where you're like, oh, Honnold's kind of a, star fucker.
Yeah, Hollywood, dude.
Yeah, you're like, he's
Sellout.
Hollywood, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, is the Alpinist about the guy with the finger that gets...
No, that's Tommy Caldwell. That's the
No, it's
Don
Tommy
Wall.
Caldwell.
That one's
Okay,
really
the
good too.
Donwall's good. Yeah, the Donwall had that same effect on me with Free Solo. I'm like, Honnold's kind of a douche.
Yeah, I like the Don Wall too because it has there's a second act is about him being captured by Al Qaeda.
Oh, that's right.
True story.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking sick.
And
Wow.
And he's a badass with that too.
Yeah, he shoves the guy off of a mountain.
Yeah, we should just spoil it. He has terrible guilt because he saves his wife and friend from Al Qaeda because I don't know if it's actually Al Qaeda, but he shoves like a Afghani guy off a mountain who had a gun to them, and he feels terrible guilt the whole movie that he killed this guy, even though he's a hero for doing it.
Yeah.
In the end, they find out the terrorist guy actually survived the fall.
Really?
Yeah.
I forgot that part.
Is it a documentary?
It's really good.
I gotta watch this.
Yeah, he's the fucking most badass. And it's the same thing. Yeah, like Chow was just saying, he's like such a decent guy that you kind of, just by virtue of comparison, you're like, I think Honnold's not as cool.
Yeah,
Not to be harsh.
Well, when you're watching Free Solo, the way he treats his girlfriend, you're like, it's too much. Where I
Okay.
just feel bad for her. Like,
Yeah.
I see.
you
I
know,
understand.
He's just like, well, you're not as important as the wall.
Well, and dude, she drops him.
Yeah.
When like,
Oh, that's
Cullagh-
right.
And he's
Yeah.
like, I had to consider: do I break up with her or do I let her hang out?
Yeah. Like, can you imagine dating someone and they're just hanging from a thing in the morning, just practicing their grip strength?
Like
and you're like,
this is I like this more than fucking you.
Yeah, you're like, do you want to get brunch or something? Why would I eat brunch? Right?
Do you when they brain scan him and they say he's like missing something from his frontal lobe that would provide fear?
Yeah,
Is that real?
I think it's just to make up for him being kind of a nozzle. This guy's kind of a nozzle, but how do we spin it?
That would be cool if you got your brain scan and it's the doctor was like, yeah, you're medically a douche.
It's also like everyone's watching this. 30% of them's like, got crazy, fucking fell and died. That's
That's every documentary like that. Yeah. Unfortunately.
Yeah, and then the director's like, I felt guilt. Like, should I film it? What if he dies? I'm like, you didn't question it for a second, dude.
Yeah, they always say like, I made a promise to myself, like this is the story.
Yeah.
Although it's ugly, you know, I've got to show the ugly truth.
You see him falling from the wall, and he's like, "Are you getting this? Are you getting this?" And then he like splats, and he seems.
Yeah, he gets mad at the camera operator for missing the shot.
Can we try it again? Can we just try one more?
Marc-Andre Leclerc moved into the woods and did acid for 2 years. That's also part of the documentary where they're like, he was homeless, living on couches, and he goes, yeah, then I just set up a tent in the woods, and like when my friends would be like, oh, let's take a tab, I would say, let's take 5, and then disappear for 5 days. And that's what I would do, so I had to stop.
Crazy.
Yeah, it is so romantic, right? I'm not. It's funny as I get older too. I'm less like I hero worship those people less who like avoid the spotlight for whatever reason. I don't know. Maybe it's just getting older. I become more of like a like Republican dude or something. But for lack of a better phrase, I'm just more of a capitalist, I guess. But like I used to be like, those were my favorite people, like the people who like had all this talent but just ignored the world.
Yeah.
And now it just doesn't jazz me up as much.
Maybe it feels a little performative. Like they're forcing their brand to be that.
Yeah, it feels a little immature to me too, where I'm like, well, why don't you just like accept that the world is the way it is and try to find the best way to be authentic within it? Do you feel like it's performative?
Sometimes. I would have to see this. Are you talking about Marc Leclerc specifically?
No, I bought it with him and I liked him a lot, but like and I like Jack Handy a lot. I was trying to think of a comedy one because like Jack Handy was like lived in Denver and like would just send in all of his stuff to SNL and The Simpsons, and I think he's sick. I'm trying to think. This isn't a great example, but like I guess Hunter S. Thompson, he kind of bugs me because he like wanted to be that guy, but he also wanted the fame. So that one's a little more obvious because of the hypocrisy. But I don't think he's very like I never thought he was. I liked his writing. I like Hell's Angels, but I always thought he was kind of phony. Like he just wanted to look badass to everybody.
I feel that way. I feel that way as well.
I think Daniel Day-Lewis is pretty authentically kind of like he goes and cobbles shoes or whatever.
Yeah, he did that like for real. He took like 5 years off from acting in his prime.
That seems to be who he is.
That one I buy. I buy Cillian Murphy's too.
Yeah.
That one I buy.
What's his like whole thing?
He wants to raise his kids in Ireland and you know, be a family man and be there for them, and he doesn't want them to grow up in like a spotlight.
Yeah. That's smart.
Yeah, and it's case by case too.
It is.
All those guys are legit, and they're so good at their work that I feel like whatever they're choosing to do, it's working because they're so good at it.
I think dudes are always cooler too when they get famous or successful late, as opposed to, you know, I mean, Cillian Murphy was still pretty young, but
Bryan Cranston is the best example of that.
Yeah.
like if you hit shit, if you're on a network TV show in your early 20s, you're probably less of a chill guy than someone who was being a waiter for those years and then got it.
They always seem to have to make up. If you got success rate like Shia LaBeouf, you have to like find God or, you know, go on Real Ones. John Berthold's just.
Yeah. What is that
It's
like
so-
masculine curiosity
He's like
that
almost
he's
crying.
mastered?
He's like, this guy's being vulnerable and true.
And when they compliment him, the face he makes, like Sean Penn is like, brother, the work you do here is so valuable.
Just like violent listening.
Yeah.
I want to punch you, but I'll listen instead.
I'm inside you right now. I want to crawl inside of you. That way I can get your thoughts before you do.
That is it. Yeah.
It's like telling a story. He's like, I beat a guy up for grabbing my dog too hard. He almost died, and I was like, I gotta make a change.
Dude, that story too. That's one of those stories where he's bragging. He's like, this dude's talking shit to me on Venice Boardwalk. I'm like, walk away. But then he insulted my dog. I can't handle that. So I walk up. He's with about 9 guys. They're all shirtless, 250 and tattooed. I just clock him. He's out cold. He's almost dead. And I just prayed to God, believe in God. And I'm like, God, let this man live from my immense power. And I will never do wrong again. I will love my girl. I will raise my children. And I will build a foster home for dogs.
Dude, he's
Like, you do not feel bad. You do not feel bad.
He said, he's like, I was waiting in like the holding cell just praying to God he lived. And I was like, yeah, dude, you assaulted a guy. He's like, because if he didn't, I would go to jail. And we were like, yeah.
Dude, and the real life story is it's just some tourist with his family. It's like, nice dog. Bernthal's like on his second cycle of the week.
He's fucking 3 kratom drinks and he's fucking headbutts a guy.
Knocking him silly.
I think it'd be funny to go on there as like a chill dude. He's like, what's going on in your past? Oh, parents got divorced. How was it? It's not bad.
Yeah.
He's like, oh.
They really didn't let me see any of the bad arguments. Right?
Yeah, I got 2 Christmases.
Yeah.
And Bernthal would never tell a story where he got his ass kicked and was praying to God. You know,
It's
like,
never happened.
why would he make up a story?
What are you saying?
Bernthal's just looking at you. He's like, I've never come from getting head once. I don't need pussy. I don't come.
Because I got to be connected to the person. Our souls have to be colliding for me to bust.
Yeah, there has to be a bond. I got to smell a bonfire or something if I even want to wiggle.
There's got to be tough guys watching. For me to bust.
Bernthal's like that scene in Fight Club. He's just like dumping the chemical burn on his hand. He's like, I do that when I jack off just to get anywhere near an ejaculation.
Put the lie in your cock. Put the lie in your cock right now. Burn a hole in your cock. Oh. Oh. Yeah, feel that pain. You got a big fat hole in your cock. Is that you? Have you done it? He whips out his dick. There's a big scar.
It's just gnarled.
He's like, yeah, it's just
like driftwood.
He's like, I've got no dick.
Dude,
Put that much lie on it.
that story, his dog's probably just like attacking a guy. And he's like runs up and he's like, good shit, Spike.
He's like, the story is a dog bullied his dog and he knocked the dog out. He's like, I pray to God, please let this dog survive. I punched his bull mastiff. Yeah, he's a good guy.
Hey, can I drink this?
Dude, yeah, try it
let's do
out.
It's a magic mind.
Dude, I had some.
I'll do it too.
How'd you like it, Liam?
I like it a lot.
It's it got adaptogens, matcha, nootropics.
Ooh, it smells really good.
Smells good. What do you think?
I liked it.
This good? Does it feel like and Liam too, does it feel like your brain's running smoother?
I think so.
Nice. Clean
Yeah.
energy?
Yeah.
Sweet. That fires me up.
I'll let you know in 10.
Nice, yeah.
You know, I don't want to mislead the listener, but in 10 I will let you know.
Maybe Doug Williams should have drank a Magic Mind before that roast.
Yeah, if he would have done like a bump of coke up there, he would have been all right.
It was just hard watching him kind of surrender to Jamie Foxx.
Yeah.
He
know
should
what
have
I
fought
mean?
harder.
Yeah, it's like an interviewer like giving the mic away. That's like rule number 1, and he kind of just let Jamie talk over him and was just like, you could see in his eyes like, it's over.
Yeah.
Don't like it.
Yeah, it's like he's in this gladiatorial battle and he just kind of got on his knees and was like, just end it, please.
There we
baby.
go.
Hello?
Hello.
Howdy?
This is Chad and JT. You're on Going Deep. What's going on?
No way.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
What's up, man? How you doing?
Oh, not much, man. Living the dream, making bitches cream.
Nice, dude. We got Will and Liam from Friday Beers on the pod as well.
What's up, dude?
Hey, man.
Howdy.
So what's
What ails you?
What ails me?
Nice.
About a month ago, I was dating this chick, so I took my talents down to Peru, where she was working at a surf camp. It was very fun, great country, great
Nice.
food. great people. No qualms with any of that. But yeah, and then at the end of my 3 weeks down there, she broke up with me and then instantly started dating a pro surfer. So that'll, no disrespect, Chad, no disrespect.
No.
But that hit the ego a little hard, a little stiff on the ego.
Yeah.
But yeah. So just trying to bounce back, back in LA these days. So being single in LA, it's something. But yeah, it's tough to bounce back from the upgrade she just made. It appears to be.
Well, who's the surfer? Can you say, or do you not want to say?
I can say, I'll look him up. I mean, I think he's amateur pro. I don't think this guy's legit.
Right.
But yeah. So that makes me feel a little better,
I also think sometimes it's kind of it's hard to reframe it in any positive way because you're hurting, but that means that's who you're in the same league as. I don't think it's necessarily an upgrade. I think that's just who your competition is. So you're, to me, pro surfer appealing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I could take that.
Also, too, I think this guy's, he's a pro surfer. If he's not Kelly Slater,
No.
that's like a 5 to 7 year career at most. So, he could be burning bright right now, but I'd say in the future, you're probably the more steady guy that she would prefer to be with.
Yep. Father Time's going to catch up to him before it catches up to you.
Also, that's a dangerous gig. Who knows? He drowns tomorrow. You're back in this thing.
Yeah, dude.
That is true.
Damn right.
Yeah, you get towed in back into her life.
Yeah.
Wow.
Have you dated anyone since the breakup?
Dated? No, I'm seeing this new lady who I like a lot. She's a lot smarter. She's an architect.
Wow.
Okay.
You met a real life architect?
Dude.
Yeah, dude, they're real. I didn't believe it either. But,
Wow.
Dude.
they're real.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, dude. She have blueprints laid out in her coffee table and stuff.
Whoa.
Actually, all over her room.
Oh, that's
my
dude.
God.
Dude.
So what are we talking about here,
Yeah.
dude? You made the upgrade, brother.
You might have a point. So that's going well. Yeah, dating out of my pay grade now, which is nice.
Can I ask, are you even sad?
So this girl who broke up with me, we were on and off for 6 years, knew each other in high school, dated, broke up. In the past, I'd been just super sad about it, but this time I was more just super pissed, which
That might be better. That might be the fuel you needed to
better.
jettison out of her atmosphere.
yeah, exactly. And she left a bunch of her shit at my place when she went to Peru. So, kicked the shit out of some of it, stole some of it, returned the rest.
Smart.
Good. It was a 30-30-30 split, so pretty solid there.
Dude, can I make an analogy here? I feel like right now you are Jason Segel and Forgetting Sarah Marshall. And your ex is Kristen Bell. And she's with Aldous Snow right now. But it sounds like you found your Mila Kunis.
If she had already gone to college.
Yeah.
That's a very good point. I think Mila is. I think this new lady. She could be the Mila.
Yeah.
Dude.
But, it's tough to compete with when you're seeing it on the social media.
Yeah.
Out in the water, baby. Ooh.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Maybe the blueprints are a bit of a metaphor for what's about to come in your life.
Wow.
We're at the early stages. She's building you back up as she's building an apartment complex.
She may be designing your dream home together.
Yeah.
You never know.
And you're on the ground floor right now.
Yeah.
Dude,
That would be fun.
If you ever have a son, imagine the treehouse that you could assemble with that.
Wow.
Think about the positives,
Wow.
Dude.
That would be incredible.
And
That
so
would be damn.
at the end of the day, it's not hard for you to find someone who likes you.
That's true. That's true. But you always got that sneaky feeling, I've never felt the way I feel with this person before. And you meet new people, and it's oh yeah, it's great. It's fun. It's
She
fun,
was your
but,
first love?
Yeah, I mean, it was so long, so much bullshit throughout the years, but it's tough to think that, I'm going to feel that way again. Even though I know that's how everybody feels and all, but,
How
it's this sneaking thought in the back of your head.
how old are you?
I'm 23, but I look like I'm 30.
You sound 30.
You sound 30. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was great when I was 15 and going into the liquor store, but now like at work when people are like, "Oh, so you have kids?" I'm like, "No, not quite."
I can tell you have a beard
Holy shit, that's incredible.
just from your
I do-
voice and your confidence.
I appreciate that. Yeah, the beard it's a little patchy, but it's coming in the older I get.
How vascular are your forearms?
Ooh.
You know, let me roll up the sweatshirt. Not as vascular as I'd like. You know, I'm no climber by any means, but you know, when I gotta get blood drawn, the nurse can find a vein. You know, she can hit it 1 or 2 times.
I like that you comp yourself to the top of every field. It speaks to your expectations for yourself and probably why you feel like you're suffering in comparison a little bit right now. But really, it's just because you're elite.
Yeah.
Yep.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. One of these days.
And I think
We'll
too.
get there.
I think too, when you have pain like this, it's if you look at it as part of the story, you know, like this is like this is just it'll be a good story once you're over the pain, and then when you find you know, probably maybe this architect, maybe someone else in the future who really kind of stokes your fire, and you're gonna be like, wow, I can't believe I was so down and out, and then I found something I never thought I'd expect before. You know, this is just the part of the story where you're a little bit down and out, but I see just a straight, steady rise for you from here.
I'm hoping so. We've really. I like the biggest thing at post breakup is like last time I was sad, so I'm not gonna fucking do that this time. So I went out there, got a little crazy, did some wild traveling, spent way too much money, but I think we're on the bounce back. Fingers crossed.
You got to be careful though, not to just suppress those emotions. You can feel sad. That's part of it. Yeah, that's going to be a critical experience.
Oh yeah, I fell asleep last night listening to the sad song playlist on YouTube.
Yep.
Just going through.
That's good,
watching
that's
the
good.
sad videos. You got to get it out.
Yeah, you
gotta
have
get it
to.
out.
You have to.
Yeah, you sound balanced as shit, man. So, Godspeed, man. Keep getting it. You're doing great. We love you.
Yeah, listen to Evanescence.
Appreciate it.
Later, brother.
Later.
Dude, forgetting Sarah Marshall was the perfect.
That was
Perfect.
Oh, dude, thanks.
Yeah.
Compy.
Yeah. What a great guy. I like that.
Yeah,
guy.
he's really
Very
cool.
solid.
Dude, yeah.
I liked him.
It's funny when we go to shows, everyone's like a foot taller than us and like tall and blonde and jacked. They're like, "What's up, dude?" And I'm like, "Damn, dude."
Yeah, they're like I'm hurting, dude. My supermodel girlfriend left me, and now I'm dating a gal. She's cool. She's the CFO of Coca-Cola, but I don't know. Like, am I really a good man? I'm like, I don't know, man. I'm like, but if you want to hang out and keep talking about it, I'm down.
Dude, did I ever tell you a story that I've only done one surf lesson? It was down on Venice Beach, and this guy comes up, sign up, all the shit, shows up with McDonald's. He's eating McDonald's. Surf bro to the I was like, this is great. This is going to be awesome. And we're walking out there. We're doing the sand exercises. He's like popping up and doing all that. And he goes, yeah, man, sorry if I'm a little low energy right now. Going through a really rough breakup with my girlfriend. And I was like, oh, dude, that sucks. He's like, yeah, whatever. Anyways, we're going in there. And he just keeps slowly being like, oh, dude, my girl could do this one thing. Oh man, yeah. And then we're leaving. He's like, "Oh, be careful when you get home. You'll get a ton of sand if you take off your wetsuit near the shower. Like, it'll clog your drain." My girlfriend used to get so pissed about that. I guess I can get sand wherever I want now. And he said that to me, and I was like, he said that verbatim, and I was like,
Was he making analogies about the waves, about how to deal with?
he was clearly just so fucking
Yeah.
Because I can get sick.
It's hard, man. Love is a contact sport.
truly.
Should we do another one, Jake?
Hello.
What's up, dude?
Yo, what's going on?
Chilling, man. It's Chad,
How we
JT,
doing?
Will, and Liam. How you doing?
Good, man.
What's your name,
so-
brother?
Charlie.
Charlie.
What ails you?
What ails me? So here's the sitch, I guess. One of our boys for New Year's invited a bunch of people to his beach house, and a lot of us weren't invited because his girlfriend, he really doesn't like some of us. And like, I don't know how to deal with it. He claimed it was a numbers game, couldn't have too many people in the house, but we all know it's because his girlfriend like is anti-rowdiness, doesn't fuck with it. I don't know, but I love him. He invited all of his girlfriends, and like now I don't know how to deal with it. I'm gonna see him tonight for the Michigan game. I don't know what to do. That's about it. I love the guy, but I'm not one to burn bridges. But this bridge might be burned. That's all I'm saying.
Whoa.
How rowdy do you normally get?
Not too rowdy. I think fairly normal, but she's very straight edge, very like proper. She's a smart girl. She goes to Michigan. Part of the reason I'm throwing the house on Washington tonight.
Do you do powders in front of other people?
No, not that rowdy.
What?
Genuinely, just booze. That's it.
Oh. And you don't
Booze,
burn
rowdiness,
stuff?
that's it.
You don't burn stuff or break stuff?
Burnt, not in front of this girl. No, breaking stuff maybe, but the house is getting torn down anyway. They're building like a new house, so I think that breaking stuff is out of the picture, at least for this
He's
scenario.
thoughtful.
Yeah. Was there a night that kind of sparked her not wanting to be around you fellows as much anymore? Was there one night where you guys showed your true colors, and because of that, things have been a little bit weird?
Yeah. I think it was wrestling last year.
What happened?
I'd say wrestling in front of girlfriends is probably not a good move. You know, got really hammered with the boys, and coincidentally, all the people that kind of were fucking around before this weren't invited. So
That's
we
not
were
that
all
bad,
kind of
though.
confused. What'd you say?
I'm sorry. I just don't think that's that bad. I think wrestling,
Yeah.
that's kind of par for the course. I think that's kind of a good thing almost.
Were you nude?
I don't think it's bad either. No, not nude.
Oh.
Not nude. Completely clothed. I was confused too, because like I get you got to keep the girlfriend happy, but I was just curious, like where do you draw the line in terms of like loyalty to your boys and then loyalty to your girl? Because I get it. Obviously, you got to keep the girl happy, even if she is super annoying and all that. I get it, you know. But where do you draw the line between like loyalty to your boys, the guys that really love you, and then you know your girlfriend?
May I ask your age?
21.
21. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's a good point because in the long run, the girlfriend always wins these battles.
Correct. I've been in a similar position. Now I'm wondering, it's probably not, this is my gut reaction. It's probably not you guys she doesn't like. She's probably thinking how you're going to influence the man she loves and the habits he is picking up upon, because you're a composite of your 5 best friends. And she's probably thinking 5 years down the line rather than what your life is like right now. Is that something maybe you've talked to him about?
Yeah, but at the same time, like when you try to mold the guy and you're fighting her molding what she wants to be dating, it's like kind of like a battle. And you don't want to be the guy that's like, oh, your girlfriend is the worst. You know, I don't want to be mean or anything, 'cause I really love the guy.
But it might not
but
be
at
with.
the same time.
It might not be
Go
with.
ahead.
Go ahead, sorry.
No, go ahead.
It might not be with this girlfriend, but you are going to lose this battle with all of your friends, with all of their girlfriends. At a certain point, we all kind of let the girl in our life be more in charge of the direction we're going, as opposed to our bros, which is probably overall for the best, honestly. And like I hung tough. I fought till I was like 35, but my girlfriend has more influence over me than my bros at this point.
Which is good. I think.
Yes. Wow.
I think who's going to lose in this situation the most because of the age thing is your buddy and his girlfriend, because she's trying to sequester and like just stop all of the crazy rowdiness from happening. But she's got to be getting that out from 21 to 25. She should be like, invite your boys over, black out, have a house party. That way, in 5 years, she can be like, hey, we're getting too old for this shit. But instead, she's trying to like fucking pinch the hose right now, and it's too early. It's too early.
She should see the long game. Like I had friends whose girlfriends were like, "Oh yeah, he can still do Molly and go crazy because he's in his 20s," and then they know that at a certain point, they'll slowly go the direction they want.
Yeah, and by that time, he also is probably thinking it's time to knock this shit off.
Have you had a conversation with the lady in question?
It's impossible to talk to this girl, bro. I mean, because she knows that, like, obviously a lot of us are terrible influences, and so there's no talking to her. She's just completely anti anything. She's just disgusted. And
Well-
it's a tricky person to deal with when you're like trying to have a normal conversation and be like, just level with me. We just want to hang out with him, have a good time. He's a great guy, but you're turning him into a monster essentially.
Whoa.
And it's just, I don't know. It's sad to see, because you're right. 21 years old, you're kind of supposed to be an idiot essentially, right? I mean, you're not supposed to have the growth and the emotional intelligence of a 30-year-old yet. And I get wanting to be, responsible and all that, but it just seems too early, and it's just a sad thing to see. And I love the guy. I don't know how to I feel hurt by the whole situation.
I think there's two things you can do. I think next time you're over there, maybe on it's like a dinner party or something, you trick her. You wear a sweater, you bring Pinot Gris, you bring like some salmon, and you're just like, yeah, I'm just really into, career stuff right now. And you kind of play that part of like, wow, this guy's a solid guy. He should influence my boyfriend. And then when you get to kick it with him, you go nuts.
Yeah. Or like if you dudes are wrestling in a cardigan, maybe she won't notice the wrestling as much.
Wow.
And then if whoever wins the wrestling match has to host the next dinner party.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah.
Oh, I like that.
That's huge.
But did you have a second thing on it?
Well, the second thing is just like let him go off with her and disconnect, because like the guys were saying, it's a battle you're not going to win, and you're just going to be fighting this fight, and it's just going to be really frustrating. So if he wants to go off with her and maybe be miserable, let him do that and let him come back to you. And meanwhile, you can get all your raging out.
How long has he been dating this gal? Did you say?
2 years at this point.
Damn.
I got an idea. When you guys are wrestling, because I potentially what could have happened is the first night of wrestling, maybe your boy was he was getting dommed a little bit, and the missus didn't really like to see this. Next time you guys throw a little drunk wrestling match, let him be the hero.
Wow.
Let him escape a full mount and take your back and do all that jazz. Let him show off his prowess and his manhood.
You never double leg your boy in front of his woman.
Yeah.
Wait, and then
You let him throw a little arm bar.
I think
Yeah,
also
sure.
like on a practical level, you just have to make him feel the deficit of not having his boy. So I think, and this sounds cruel, but sometimes you got to be, striking with what's striking you. I think you guys have to throw a shindig and leave him off the guest list.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I love that. You don't think it's too... No, it's not too harsh. No, I
he
like
did
that,
to you.
actually.
No, and then because you know what, then it is harsh, but then he goes, hey, that hurt my feelings. Then you go, oh, well, now we're here. Now we're having this conversation. Because sometimes you can tell someone it hurt your feelings, but until they felt what that hurt feels like, they don't get it.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I like that.
It's tough love.
Sure. It's like when a kid fucks up and, like, I don't know, you got to take something from the kid if they steal from another kid. So they can learn the lesson, I don't know.
Have a cardigan party, and then instead of a date in the fifth, a book in the fifth.
Ooh.
Like you have some
Any
Mark
book
Twain.
racks?
Maybe it's like you do Steinbeck. You do a Steinbeck night.
That'd be good.
Ooh,
Steinbeck
Raid
and
the
a
Rat?
Mickey's.
There we go.
Maybe some get some anti-war novels in there. Some Dalton Trumbo.
Wow.
Show her that you're kind of questioning the things that are happening in the country that's kind of molding you.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, because then also it's like
good.
you've got this like aggressive fighter vibe, but then you're a pacifist in your intellectual pursuits.
Yeah.
That's a lot for her to reconcile.
All of a sudden she's going, wait, I had this guy all wrong.
There's more to him.
Yeah.
They're having Trumbo and a Mad Dog night. Damn,
Mad
dude.
Dog 2020.
Yeah.
But broadly, dude, you are fighting nature.
Yeah. And I guess, nature finds a way, life finds a way, unfortunately. Yeah.
Do you have a lady?
Yeah. What'd you say?
Do you have a lady?
I don't have a lady. Which I think that might be part of the
Definitely.
the problem of why I hate this so much. Maybe it's like, it's not a jealousy thing, but it's just, I don't know. It makes it worse somehow.
But you're
I don't
not
know.
changing who you are for anyone else. So it's hard for you to understand why someone would do that.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's fair.
I'm sure from her
Exactly.
perspective too, I don't know if she's all that pumped that her boyfriend's hanging out with his single guy friends who are out there trying to get some strange. You know what I'm saying? You're around that energy of guys trying to come, and maybe she doesn't want that.
Right.
Yeah.
Point.
But I get the instinct from you. I get the feeling from you. You're not really chasing tail, huh? Are you just?
No, not that. I don't know. At this period in my life, I guess I feel more loyalty. Not chasing tail, but I guess sort of preserving a sense of self in favor of hanging out with the fellas, sort of.
That's what I feel like if you were given the option between going home with a gal you met at the bar or going home with the boys and watching the Avengers while you guys wrestle, you would take the latter 8 out of 10 times.
7 out of 10, but yeah, you're correct. Yeah.
Nice, dude.
Which Avenger are you?
Were you a DC guy?
I guess Iron Man, maybe.
Good answer.
Wow.
I was gonna say Hawkeye, but I like Iron Man.
Hawkeye. Yeah, that's good. Hope that guy's good, by the way. I heard what happened in Tahoe. That's a huge bummer for that guy.
Dude,
But,
I think
Sounds
he-
like
hopefully he'll make a reappearance in the next whatever Avengers they got coming out with now.
I think he's cruising.
He's chilling.
Yeah.
Dude, you know what springs to mind too? You substitute this guy's girlfriend for Thanos. I am inevitable. And then you come in and you're like, I am Iron Man.
Yeah. Dude.
Wow.
Charlie,
Yeah.
I think you're in a place where we've all been, and I would just encourage you to keep living.
And you're an asset to your boys, dude.
Yeah.
You're the glue.
Yeah.
Watch Captain America: Civil War and just play that out. See what happens. Similar situation.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I like it. Thank you for the advice. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, man.
Stay strong.
All right, maybe one more, Jake, and then we'll
I might have gotten the vibe he was in the wrong there.
Oh. You think he's more reckless than he's putting on?
I think maybe he didn't, because when Liam said, was there one situation that sparked this? He said, yes. And I think he might have been withholding a little bit of information. I felt a hesitancy there. I could be totally wrong.
Yeah, because I've been on
Nice
this,
fella, though.
Yeah.
Nice guy.
Yeah, charming.
I've encountered something like this once, and I fully understand why she does not want us around. Because we all did something one night where I'm like, yeah, that's
Correct.
Yeah.
Can you speak on it?
No,
Hey, brother, I'm right there with you. We've all done it. We've all been there. No one wants to talk about it.
That where I named my college house cream pie. It did well with the dudes.
Yeah.
yeah,
The ladies, not so much.
yeah. My group chat from middle school is called the Muff Divers. And I don't think anyone's girlfriends seeing those texts come in are happy that we're still talking.
We evolve our group chat name every year.
Really?
We have a new name.
Like a Pokemon?
Yeah, just because we evolve as a friend group.
Yeah.
So we don't want to be shackled to the,
The past.
the
Yeah, you don't
past.
want your crew to be stagnant.
No.
How many of these can you have a day before you get into some trouble?
Dude, I've had 3. But it's generally recommended to have one. How do you feel?
Connected to every living thing on the.
Wow.
Yeah.
It hit your noggin
Within
that
a
hard.
mile. I feel good. I mean, I definitely feel like an energy boost.
Yeah.
I feel like something in the background is just like giving me a nice little boost.
That's your frontal lobe connecting with your neocortex through chaga.
Well, why don't here's what we can do. Let's end the podcast, but can we throw up Cam and Charlie's phone numbers for all the listeners? And then they can...
Just call them and play "It's Not Over" by Daughtry on full volume.
Daughtry's a guy.
Yeah.
Dude. Daughtry's one of them.
I bet you Daughtry would have not abandoned his boys, deserted his countrymen at all.
No.
Daughtry's still hanging with his day ones, no matter what, no matter who says what.
Daughtry comes hard, dude.
Yeah.
When Daughtry sang Hemorrhage on American Idol,
Oh.
it was different.
I was calling. That was my biggest season of watching American Idol, and I was calling and voting for Daughtry and
Really?
paying to call in to vote for Daughtry so much to the point where like my mom was allowing it, and my dad was like, "How much money is he spending to call into American Idol to vote for Daughtry?"
I didn't realize you had to pay to
I
call
didn't
in.
either.
Wow. How much is it? Like $1?
It's something really small, but I'm pretty sure it does cost some money to do that.
What are they
Interesting.
doing with all that money?
I don't know.
Simon's plastic surgery.
I was just, about to
Dude,
say
he
that.
looks scary. I thought it was
Yeah.
his bike injury, and then people pointed out that it's his. I was like, he looks insane.
just for Uber rides home for half of the people auditioning that aren't legally allowed to drive.
What did he do before? What was he famous for? Simon Cowell.
I think he's probably a music producer or something.
Yeah.
I think music/TV. I think he did X Factor in England first, which was like the same as American Idol,
Look at him.
and then he
wait.
brought it here.
I haven't seen him with the. Is this
so
what he looks-
Pull him up with the plastic surgery.
Yeah, so I think I'm definitely going to get my whole head changed. The mistake is the eyes. See the eyes?
Oh my lord!
It's the eyes. That's where people mess up.
Ooh, yikes!
I just think no one can look perfect under that amount of attention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if you put the freaking super focus on me, like the Coney guy. Like I relate so hard to the Coney guy.
the guy jacking off in San Diego?
Yeah, he puts out this doc. He
Yeah.
doesn't expect it to get me off of there. He's got photos of me. Get out of here, Jake. The Coney guy, he makes this doc. He doesn't expect it to go like super viral. And it's this great cause about this, like, stopping this African warlord. And then the whole world thinks he's a good guy. And he couldn't handle the whole world thinking he's a good guy. And then a day later, he's in the streets of like San Diego on drugs, jacking off. Because he's
Yeah.
like, this is part of me too.
And then they
Yeah.
find out Coney had been like dead or something for years.
Is that true?
Yeah, he was dead the whole time.
Really?
They found out he was dead years before Coney 2012 started.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he was dead the whole time. Yeah, dude. And I was like buying the T-shirt for like 12 months. Dude, at my elementary school, kids were like,
yeah.
it was the biggest thing ever.
I didn't even know what it was, but I just remember being like, we gotta figure out how to fix this.
Be a
And
good
I had no idea what the issue was.
We got to figure out.
It'd be a good Snickers commercial of just like that guy jacking off in San Diego.
You're not yourself.
Dude, I was thinking about, I'm going to San Diego tomorrow, and I was thinking about, I'm doing a stand-up show, and I was like, maybe I'll do like a little bit of mushrooms. And then I literally was like, what if I Coney it?
You should go back to the intersection and just like lie down on the ground.
Roll around in
Like,
it.
you know how Son of Sam used to do that? Where he shot someone, he'd go lie down and get hard.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good intel.
Man.
This is Coney?
Yeah, no one thinks they're gonna be the guy getting naked in public jacking off when they take mushrooms.
Until you
No,
are.
you start off thinking the opposite. And then it always ends up the same. Did the guy who made the doc know Coney was dead when he put it out?
I don't
That's
think
a good
so.
question. I don't want to put out some misinformation there, but it's funnier to me if he knew that.
It says Coney only had one child. I'm betting he had a couple more.
Yeah.
Something about Warlord says to me, you know what I always remember about Darfur? This is really smart. Is when at the MTV Movie Awards, Gosling and McAdams won for Best Kiss from The Notebook. And they went up on stage and went to opposite ends. And then they walked towards each other with Maroon 5 playing and kissed. It was so romantic. Gosling was wearing a Save Darfur shirt.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
I wish Coney was referenced more in rap songs. You know?
Yeah. Like, fuck Genuine Pony. I'm getting down to the actions of Coney.
Yeah.
Yo,
DQ from NJ. What's going on?
what is up, y'all?
This is Chad and JT. We're here with Will and Liam.
Howdy.
Howdy, man.
What up, boys?
Um,
Legends?
dude, thank you for hopping on the pod.
Dude, of course, happy to be on. You guys are stoked Lord legends.
Thank you.
It's kind.
So, do you want to tell us what ails you?
Yes, no, absolutely, because this is quite the conundrum. So about 10 years ago, before my freshman year of college, me and my boy are at the baseball field practicing, and we're both catchers, so we're squatted down, like, for a lot of, like, good part of an hour. And all of a sudden, I got to take a shit. And all the bathrooms are locked. There's nowhere to go. And I find a broken ball bucket. And I'm like, no one's going to use this. Coach won't mind. You know, I'm going to toss this as soon as I'm done with it. And I proceed to take literally the biggest shit of my life
Wow.
in this ball bucket. And I'm saying, like, double tapered just one poop, no wipe.
Just one big
And-
log.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a log. Like, you know the things that you like put under a door to keep the heat in?
Yeah.
It was legitimately like that big. If I said a scarf, that'd just be an exaggeration, but it was fucking gnarly.
Congrats.
And so, thank you. I appreciate it. And basically, you know, take the dump. It's hilarious. I take a Snapchat, send it to a bunch of my boys on the team, and then proceed to chuck the bucket into the forest. You know, good, like, I'd say 15 yards into the forest. And I'm like, yeah, I'm done. That's that. 2 years later, you know, I go to one of my high school baseball games just to catch up with folks. And the coach is like, I heard what you did to that bucket. And I'm like, whoa, like, coach, like, I'm sorry, I don't know how you found that even, like, whatever. And didn't think much of it. And then this past Thanksgiving Eve, I see a bunch of my old teammates, and they're like, yo, why weren't you at the alumni lunch? You know, like, we missed you 2 years ago at, you know, this alumni event. And I'm like, I didn't even know about it. Turns out I'm banned from all alumni events because I pooped in this bucket.
Wow.
And so you think, oh, this is kind of like an innocuous thing. New evidence comes to light that two guys on the team 2 years younger than me that I sent the Snapchat to went into the woods, recovered the bucket, put it back in our baseball shed, and let it just stew there for the whole summer.
It was a hit job.
Wow.
Yes. And so basically the coach thinks I'm like disrespecting him in the program, and like I did it all on purpose. And I didn't know about this until literally 10 years later.
Wow.
Have you?
So, yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
No, keep going. I'm sorry.
Oh, no. I was just going to say, so like now I'm in this weird position of like, do I text my coach and be like, yo, like, yeah, I pooped in the bucket, but, you know, I didn't mean any disrespect to you or anything like that. And then I also don't want to like rat out my two boys who did this, which is kind of funny.
Very.
But I just don't know how to do it. And if I do reach out to him, do I just look like a weird idiot? You know, being like, I'm 28 now, kind of like an odd thing to reach out to your coach, old high school coach, out of the blue about.
No, it's not.
It's not?
It's not weird. It's the right thing to do.
But yeah, but at the same time too, he was like super, I would say like verbally abusive to guys on the team, including myself. I didn't bear the brunt of it, thank God. But it's like, I'm also kind of like, yo, like, if you take it as disrespect, like, is that like,
No, but I don't
create
think.
some sort of balance?
No,
I don't know.
I don't think that's what we're adjudicating right now, though. I think this is about the shit in the bucket in the locker room. And it's not about his sins, it's about your sin, which was awesome. But I think you got to text him, tell him the exact truth, and make it right. Without naming names.
I appreciate that, dog. Yeah, because I want to protect the boys, you know, like, they were just trying to do some, like, hijinks or something. I don't know.
And they did.
I mean, I think you could even, if you really want to protect them, this might be a risk, but you could just own up. You could put all the blame on yourself. Just be like, you know, truly, I'm sorry. You know, I was a young kid. It was a pretty epic dump, and you know, I thought it'd be hilarious, and I just hope we can move past this because I do miss the squad.
Mm-hmm. No, you don't think you can just tell, like, hey, I shit in the bucket, and then some of the guys thought it'd be funny to bring it back in the locker room. I don't know who did it. No one does, but someone brought it back in because he didn't do the. I don't feel like he needs to. Like
To own up to
something he didn't do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell the whole truth, and I think he'd appreciate it at this point. I do.
No, You know what? I like that move though too, because just like make it pretty vague, like as in people thought it'd be funny, wasn't meant to be taken like this.
Yeah, and then if the coach is like, hey, I don't think he'll do this, but if he's like, who are the other guys? If he's that obsessed with finding out the origins of it, I think then you let it go, because then he's made it too personal.
Yeah.
How abusive was he verbally? Curious on that.
Like, yeah. So I remember one time we were doing like infield, outfield, and there was this one left fielder on the team who's, Frank, he was kind of a renob, but like, he was like, yo, like, move over to the left. He was out in left field. And the guy like takes a few steps over. He goes, no, further left. And literally orders this kid to go so far left that he's into the woods where I threw the bucket. Like basically telling him like, yo, you don't even deserve to be on the field. So you do like this weird, like psychological manipulation shit with people.
Yeah, he sounds like a psycho. I mean, I would try, apologize, see if that works. If not, I would just let it go. And eventually he'll either stop working there or die. So, then you can reconnect maybe.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Was that the meanest thing he did?
No, one time he we were playing a game, and there's this like jokester on our team, and he made it was like a close game or something, like early on in the game, and the coach was like, you can't sit on the bench, like you need to stand. And then the kid eventually like sat down on a bucket, and then the coach kicked the bucket out from under him, and it was like, you stay on the ground, that's where you belong.
Wow.
Whoa.
So is part of you is part of you happy that the shit ended up in his face?
Honestly, totally.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah, because I mean, like, one, you got to think, like, I took that shit at the beginning of the summer. So, like, if they put that back in there, like, within a week, that's like a good 2 to 3 months of baking time.
Yeah.
And duty dry does not age well.
Yeah. It's like,
Oh, dude.
So really, you don't want to apologize. You just want to keep reminding him.
it's like when Robin Williams found the Jumanji thing outside the construction site and brought it home.
Honestly, yeah. Like, but I want to see all my boys, like the alumni events, and that's kind of like the pressure as to why I even want to bother with this whole.
Well, you guys can just go get beers after the alumni thing, and you guys can just laugh about your fat turd that baked and then got shoved in his dome.
You have an opportunity to do one of the funniest things ever. Is at the next alumni game.
Yep.
You got to run this back.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
You got to fully make amends and then do it again.
Then get some Taco Bell.
I think you guys should wait for the coach to go to the bathroom, break the flusher on the bathroom, scoop out the coach's own turds, bake those, and then confront him with his own shit. Because those are like his sins that have just been baking in all of your psyches. And then say, hey, coach, this time it's yours.
Oh, I like that. Yeah, because I feel like if it were to happen again, he'd try to do like some weird ass DNA test or something.
It's like it's like that scene in The Rookie when they all walk out and they say, it's your turn, coach. It's your turn, coach. You guys are just doing that with his own poop.
And to put a cherry on top, you can upper deck his toilet.
Yeah.
Ooh.
When you think
Yeah,
about
I heard
him,
he takes nasty shit. So go ahead.
When you think about him seeing your shit, what do you feel?
I think there's like a twinkle in my eye, like I'm like I do get a smile. Yeah.
Aroused at all or just like happy?
Maybe half chub, but
Yeah.
like, I'm good.
I think that'd fire me up a little bit.
Yeah.
I really respect you, man.
So, no, but I appreciate the advice because I do like the kind of like twist on this of just like doing it again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because we will definitely have like an anniversary game or something like that.
Maybe you guys all shit into a bucket. You join forces, you say,
Oh,
And then like maybe when the coach does die, after the funeral and the procession and all the tears and all the flowers and all the goodbyes, you walk up to his tombstone.
Dig him up. Drop that bucket right in there with him.
Dude.
Let it ferment all summer long.
A little flower, a little tree grows.
Wow.
That's you.
With a little note that
flower.
says sorry.
You marry your wife under that
Fertilizer.
cherry tree.
His matter and your matter are forever entwined.
I love that.
Yeah, dude.
That was a beautiful way to end, man. Thank you, dude.
Thank you, man.
Thank you,
Thank you for that
DK.
gift.
Thank you, boys. I really appreciate all the positivity y'all spread. And love the Almost Friday pod.
Thank
guys
you.
are
Thanks, dude.
all absolute rock stars.
Dude.
So are you, man.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
the greatest
you're a
story I've ever
legend.
heard.
Yeah. Go eat some gabagool and NJ. Guys, thank you for coming on the pod.
Thank you for having us. That was a blast.
dude.
Yeah. So they can see you on Friday Beers, and then what do you guys stuff you want to plug? Almost Friday Pod.
Almost Friday podcast. You can find it on YouTube and Spotify. Almost Friday TV. That's where you can find our videos. Sometimes we're on the Friday Beers page. And but yeah, check us out.
When does this come out?
Wednesday.
Tonight, I'm in Raleigh. Good nights. Tomorrow night, I'm in Buffalo at Helium. If you're in town, come out. I'd appreciate it.
Road Dog.
cool.
How's that feel to say, Liam? That's the first one,
dude,
right?
It's sick doing plugs now.
Is this
Dude,
your
it-
first tour?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, let's go, man.
Yeah.
And it's the
Nice.
first plug, I
Yeah,
think,
first
right?
plugs. First plugs.
Wow.
It was our first one like last year.
Yeah,
It's
that's
cool. It's
cool.
fun.
Yeah.
Man. It's exciting.
I'm pumped.
Yeah. Go see him on stage, dude. You pee your pants before.
Yeah, my penis will be wet with piss. Guaranteed.
All right. Awesome. Thanks,
you, guys.
bros.
Thanks, dudes.
If you need advice, these guys are real.